Hello, everyone. We're gonna jump back into our ship that we were working on last time. Let me know if the sound and everything's good, and we'll just get right into her, huh? Sorry about that. All right. All right. So we should be in now. Oh, I went the wrong way. This way is the out way. Okay, we're still collecting wood for the first contract. We're gonna park right here today. Let's back up a little bit in case I decide to knock down that wall. Okay. Let's get rid of this because I have daylight all the time. That's less things loaded in then. Okay, so I like to start back up as high as I can usually. So we're gonna start about where we were last time, I believe. I might have gone up higher even, but for now we're gonna go in here anyways. I might move around a bit, just so we got different views, you know. Okay, that should be all of them. Did I miss something on the bottom row, or did it just not want to break the bottom row for me? Come on. They're just not wanting to tip over? There they go. So how's everyone today? I hope you guys are all doing well, guys and gals. Alright. So, looks like we might have some connectors still on the top. Yeah, we do up there. So let's rope up and make sure we just get those. In order to get those easier, let's just get rid of this layer. There we go. Now we should be able to get in there and make sure we can get those. There we are. Okay, so hard to tell. Those ones are all broken already, so I must have gotten those. Just double checking, you know. Alright, yep, I did get these top ones now. That's good. So now, we don't have to worry about trying to do like some jump maneuvers or anything like that. Sometimes it doesn't like to hit dead center, so I have to hit more than once. That one hit dead. There we go. Alright, looks like we got the entire top row of that. So now let's... Oh, I didn't do this. And that should be all of them now. Did I miss something, or just decided not to break? I guess they decided not to break. It's okay. Oh, I guess we're carrying too much again. It goes easy when you're picking up the heavier stuff. Your storage. Your max storage, I should say. In your box. Okay. So... where does that wall... Okay, right there. I just answered my own question. I was asking where this wall has a divider. Okay. So we're gonna go up a floor yet. Hopefully don't get stuck in the wall. There we go. And we're gonna burn this off too. Alright, so in order to make sure we can actually pull this down, I don't know how big this chunk is, if it's broken up into pieces or not. Actually, I don't even need to do that. We have a ladder here. So I think it's probably a bigger piece, but we won't know until we check. So what I'm gonna do is bring this all the way down to there. Obviously break that one. Okay, so all the pieces are broke off now. The top layer, I should say. Alright. Sometimes swinging from that direction, it hits the invisible wall. Or just has a weird hitbox. Okay, so now I know, well, unless I do this piece, I don't know yet, because this is pretty close to that. Right there is our divider. So, I'm just looking here. If we go down now, I got a hunch that this whole thing needs to be taken apart, but I'm gonna try to go down one and just look. When I say one, I really mean 2 floors, it looks like. Yeah. So, we'll burn this off. I suppose I could do the other method and see, but once I do this first, I'll check. Alright, so I think we have... Do we have any connectors on this? Oh, we do. Okay, so I could have probably checked the upper side first before I did this. Okay, so we're gonna have to go up. Oh, come on. Climb into that, please. No. We're gonna have to rope it. Okay. So, grab these. Oh, not the saw, the fire. The torch. Alright, there's probably more. We're gonna just go like this, And try to do like a round the bend type of a jump here. There we go. And there should be one more right below it, which was on an original floor, but oh no, 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 no. I just fell off the entire thing. So now we're just going to do it the easier way, I guess. And that's the one I did already. Do I need to go up one? Is that where I need to go? Yeah. So this might have... Okay, so... now I know. A little bit anyways. Alright, instead of that thing making noise every time. Oh, now we're saving, okay. Come on. Nobody said to pull the hands out. I don't know why you switch like that sometimes, but you do. Alright. So we picked up all that, now we can break this up. Without worrying about it being in the way. And actually, we're just gonna take care of that right away. Alright, now, once we do that, theory is, if we did all the connectors, that whole thing should tip back. Like that. Just like that. Now we can pull the wall down. I think we're getting close. Yep. Alright, so let's have some fun. Let's tear this down. There. We took that down. Now we can aim correctly and get our ropes back up here. Break it up. There we go. Alright. So now we're just gonna go all the way over to the divider here because this is the entire chunk below. Did I get all the tops? No, I did not. I probably should go up there and break that off before I do anything. Oh, that's the divider. Actually, no, it's not. There are still some up here too. So, let's take care of this first. And the corner piece. Okay, good, it broke those up. Okay, good. Now, this is our way of checking to see if we got the edges, which it looks like we do on those parts. Okay. I think we have all the edges. So now all we have to worry about now is nothing on this side anyways. Okay. And that should be all of them. Yeah? Yeah, okay, good. Carrying too much. I know you can pick that up, we just emptied. There we go. Again with the carrying too much. That's okay. Means we're doing something right, I guess. So we're flying through this one a little bit. At least this section. As we want to get it cleaned up as quickly as possible. So that way we don't have a bigger mess to come back to. Okay. Let's just get this middle divider broke off. And then we can do the trick that I was doing on Friday. And by the way, happy Monday, y'all. So, like I said, I just want to get this middle divider off. So that way I can just focus on getting this inside part done. Okay, good. So I think we have all of that now. So now I see some middles that we're gonna have problems with. Before I collapse everything onto that, probably should do one little section here in order to get that off before I screw that up. I don't need to be wasting material. So let's call in the crane. See, I missed that. Did I get all of them? It looks like I did, yeah. Okay. So we know the wall goes up to here, so what I'm gonna do is make sure I can get all the wall pieces. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we can reach all the wall pieces now. We'll just pick this stuff up as it's not really necessary to leave it on there. Make sure I'm hitting the wall pieces as I'm going. Looks like those wall pieces are done. I can grab you, that's fine. Alright, so... Are these wall pieces done? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Except for that one, which I just got. Nice. Alright, now we're gonna do the inside of this, and we're gonna do my trick again. Not really need to call it my trick, but a good trick, I should say. There. See, we didn't even have to work on those center pieces. As it makes... A lot of the times it makes it collapse, so... Which is nice. Alright, so now we can... Control that's done. Sounds like one of them fell. That's probably a good thing. Yeah, if this one did. Alright, so... Make sure we just get this all taken care of. Oh, there was no center wall on this one. Okay. I did not need to do all that then. And we know that then this side will be done. Oops, I did not want to fall here. Now we need to get our way back up there. Oh, we have some stuff under here. Alright, so we can wait for the game to stop saving, because it's being funny when it does that. I missed. Alright, I'm not going to be able to hit that. Am I crouched? Yeah, I was. Why was I crouched? It must have crouched me when I was on top of this for some reason. I don't know. Okay, so now we can take care of the wall corner pieces here. Alright, I'm carrying too much. Can I aim from here? Yes. There we are. Now we knocked the entire thing down. That's good. Now I want to clean this off in order to not make a bigger mess when I call in the crane. There. So we clean that one off. I do want to get in here and turn the valve. Before I do anything else with this wall. Let's not do the walls that have the pipes. We're gonna go from here, I think. Which is probably our best bet. I don't want a chance busting the pipe and messing things up. Alright, now... There, we close that valve. Now it doesn't matter. Alright, so... Alright, that is done. I was just checking. I'm kind of trapped in here, but while I'm back here, let's take care of this. Alright, now can I get through? Let's just go on top of this. Let's drop down again and cut that side. Because we're going to have to do the same thing on the other side. But at least this side we can just go zip zip without having to... Oh yeah, I'm carrying too much. Let's throw you back to the truck. Haul in this. Clean this whole area up as best as we can. Make sure we're not hitting that, which we did. Alright. That's not gonna work then. Alright, alright. Just grab it so I can back up further, please. Thank you. The crane operated element likes to yell at you sometimes. Even if you're leaning against it. Must be OSHA violations or something, I don't know. Okay. Alright, so we have a full thing again. I gotta keep remembering I gotta either knock that wall down or back up. Which I suppose we could go knock the wall down. But it's easier to do when you're not carrying a bunch of stuff. Because then you can just pick up everything as you go. Alright, let's take this wall down a bit. Okay. Take care of this side. And you? Okay. Alright. Now, get out of the way, please, sir. Okay, I was just checking because I wasn't sure if the one by the ladder got detached. Or the stairs, not the ladder. I knew what I meant. Oh, I missed the spot. That was actually satisfying. Watching that entire section fall. Okay. So we pretty much got everything cleaned up. But now we should really get in here so we can get the crane elemental crate things that are in here. There we go. And if I wouldn't have shut that valve off, these would have all exploded. So it's a good thing to shut those off anyways. Okay. Where's it still connected? Oh, there it was. Okay. I thought I hit that, but the hitboxes are weird. Sometimes. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm carrying too much. There we are. Okay. And we'll take care of this as well. Just to get this off of here, I think. All the corners are done. No. What corner? That corner. There we go. Might as well just chop that down. Okay. Okay, so we have that one. That was it. What am I missing? I'm missing something here. Sometimes it blends right in and it's hard to see, but I got it this time. Alright. So now, just double checking the corners as it's hard to see at times. And now, let's stand on the wall edge. So that way we can just stand here and call this in. Get the base. You turn for 1 second and it's gone. But there it goes. Alright. So I think that's all this inside wall done. Sure looks like, yeah. There we go. So now, in order to go lower, we should be taking this down a bit. Already carrying too much. I must have not thrown it when I thought I did. Or they were heavy pieces. There. Okay, we got rid of that now. Let's just go down the row and hit these. Okay. We're getting there. Alright, good. Nice. Sometimes it's kind of cool how it checks out first, but I know it's probably not meant. Well, unless it is just how their physics engine works, I don't know. Okay. So let's go ahead. Awesome. Alright, so pretty much got all this cleaned up. There's a few spots here or there that we can still pick up. And it doesn't take long to do that. Not when you have fully upgraded stats on some of this. Okay. There we go. Sweet. I don't know why it doesn't like to do top and bottom on this part when it does that sometimes. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I see a top part there that needs to be done. Come on. No, don't do this to me. There we go. Okay, is that all the tops? Nope, one more. And corner. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Come on, hit it. You can do it. Reach! This is why I try to do it before I epic failed that. There we go. Okay, good. We got the entire top row done. Now we can just cruise along the bottom. Let's get this out of the way. There we go. All right. Completed all of that. Now. Okay, so that's part of the side of the ship. So what I'm gonna do is see where the spoke part, metal part things come out to. In order to do that, we need to actually pick this stuff up. Let's get that out of here. And you too. So now we can check the underside here. We're gonna do a double layer this time because as you see these like metal pieces here that's in the middle, sometimes jet out further than what I think they will, so that's why when I do that, go a little bit further than my normal one layer. So I'll do like a 2 layer. Okay, so yeah, we got past that part. That's not going to fall with that there. Alright, we do have this to do as well. Let's not forget about this. But we have one. Looks like we got them all. Or not. It just needed to be pushed down. Seems like it's always the one by the stairs that likes to not hit. Alright, good. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is see... Oh yeah, gotta push it down first. If I could break off those metal pipes that's underneath first, and then we can make this whole thing collapse. We'll do the double layer here again, as that jets out to there. Get the stairs broke down. That's so much easier than standing there and cutting the entire time. So, I'm gonna take care of that too. Alright, so now our game's gonna save. Stall us out a second. That's okay. Take care of that along with this. Alright, so that way, when that center part decides to collapse, it will. And it looks like it broke all the way down, so we're good. Probably getting close to being full. I can't quite see. The laptop's a little bit in the way. What I'm really hoping is this doesn't mess with whatever plumbing is underneath here. Like, I hope there's nothing attached that could explode. Which I probably should just go under and check, but lazy. Good. The whole thing collapsed, so we're good. So now, we're gonna have to clean this mess up. But first, let's go back to the top. I just thought of something. Come on. I wanna hit that just right. I wanna hit the edge, just so I can get up top, is what I'm trying to do. Oh, come on, get out of the way. Alright, so now we're up top. So we're going to take the torch out and separate this. Oh yeah, there's two separate pieces, as this whole thing is 4 different pieces. Alright, let's not stand on that when it breaks, as we'll be going down with it. There we go. Okay, so we got part of it done. Now, do... these. So now we can just move right down. As on this type, it only has it on the middles. I think, actually, I'll wait till I'm done with this section. But I want to go see how much the next upgrade is. As long as I complete the contracts, it should, in theory, keep me enough money. Alright, let's just go. Let's just go do this. Grab this stuff as best as we can. I'm still gonna have to remove that center beam thing, this stuff up there, before I can remove this. Alright, so let's, I guess, finish grabbing this stuff, as that's the mindset I'm in, apparently. Alright, no more grabbing, no more grabbing. Let's go do this quick. You haven't missed a whole lot. I've just started a little bit today on this ship. I took down a whole section in there. Otherwise, today, not a lot. I forget the name of the ship. Does it say on the contract, maybe? No. I don't remember the name of the ship that I'm using.
Hello, क्या आप tools खरीदना चाहते हैं?
Let's see, we're going to upgrade this. No worries. Thanks for stopping in. And coming to chat anyways. And how are you today?
Shubh Prabhat, my friend.
Let's see. We're gonna take... I wish it would show me what I'm paying for before I click it. Yep. And the other thing was the saw. There we go. Alright.
My friend.
There we go. So now we're gonna just try to get... Actually, we should go back up and finish what I was doing. Quit distracting myself. Yes, the game's on Xbox. I've actually played the Xbox version first before I started my playthrough on PC. The PC version has all the DLC as the Xbox one does not. They did, however, just release some of the DLC on Xbox. Right now I am doing some of the DLC. I don't know if it's the DLC that's on Xbox or not. There we go. It's a good thing we upgraded this a little bit because it's definitely cutting through faster than what it was. Oh, we're on the bottom row of this anyways, so we should be able to call in the crane right after this in order to take these off. And there's where I missed, okay. Alright, so let's get rid of this material that's like near it, so it's not making a mess. Alright, so we were able to call in the crane for all 4 pieces. Oh, that is so much better with this too. I upgraded the saw. I think we only have 2 more upgrades for the saw and the torch. Everything else other than the crane, I believe, and the rope are the only 2 things that I need to finish the upgrades on, but we won't be able to do that for another ship or so, I think. It also depends on how much extra material I get too. Alright, so let's get these off of here. I don't like it when it doesn't break like that. There we go. Alright, so... let's see. Let's just pull the hands out, make this easier. Now that I got that, well, I don't know how much... oh, those pipes are going to be in the way yet. And these, of course. But once I get these out of the way, I should be able to torch the connectors and get these out of here, and then move on to the next area of this ship anyways. Alright. So nice being able to grab so much of this with one swipe. It's a slow start when you first start this game. So if you do end up getting this on Xbox or whatever, be prepared for a slow start, which, and normally in these type of games is what you're gonna get anyways, so. How long does each ship, you mean, or? Right now I'm on a difficulty 3 ship, which is the highest difficulty. And which, in order for the difficulty on it, is it just increases the damage you have to do to each connector, which right now I have my hammer and my fists, which the fists themselves are you're collecting at max, which if you're only going for contracts, it doesn't take that long. I mean, for some of the easier ships, I should say, it's pretty quick. If you're, like I said, only if you're doing contracts. But if you're trying to complete the ship, it can take a few hours to... I've had some of the largest ships take me probably 3 days for the big one that I tried to do. There was a ship that I did prior to this. I don't have it on stream. Actually, the very end of it was on my previous stream. But yeah, that ship took me 3 days. At probably, I don't know, probably about 3 or 4 hours a day. But that was one of the largest of the ships that you couldn't get. That's also with trying to be careful with not breaking, like, some of the stuff that is the more expensive items. I mean, you can always go through and just demolish everything and just, you know, not care as much. And you don't have to finish every ship. But I just get a lot of enjoyment out of it, so that's why I just try to finish them all. And a lot of times too, when I'm doing a ship like that, I'll be watching TV or something, or stuff like that, so it's not like I'm constantly focusing. Yeah, so it's probably, I don't know. It depends on how fast you are, really, honestly. The first thing you would really want to increase the most, though, before you go to a higher tier ship, is your hammer. And then you should always keep enough money for being able to purchase your next ship. In my case, right now, as you see, I only have $300. but I haven't completed any of my contracts yet. So I know with completing my contracts, they'll have enough money in those to let me buy the next ship. So that's why I went ahead and went and got the upgrades that I wanted. And I'm not sure if the house upgrades are in the Xbox version. I don't remember seeing that, but I also don't have the new DLC that they added last week. On the Xbox, that is. So I don't remember if that's where they added that. And it's funny because I just bought the DLC and stuff on here from Steam. Let's see. Okay, there's a little bit left over there. And of course, like the week after I bought them all is when it released some of the DLC on Xbox, so I was thinking about waiting to see if anything came out on Xbox, but it was an awful long time in between. But I understand that it also takes time to release some of the stuff onto other platforms in order to make it so it, you know, works properly and whatnot. Especially with a game like this with, as you see, there's a lot of detail involved with this. Like, every one of these is a different floor. And I've already cut down a lot of the floors above. So this ship itself is just a gigantic ship. But thankfully, with a ship like this, it also, you'll see here in a moment, as soon as I get this last few pieces picked up here, I just don't want to make a big mess. You'll see how it cleans up pretty quickly once you remove like the bigger chunks. And then there's ways of taking down bigger areas too. You just gotta kind of figure that out a little bit with checking to see where the supports are. There we go. So now I should be able to take that half off. So once I get over this, call in the crane. See, now that whole section is gonna go. So I'll wait for the crane. Right now that crane's upgraded to tier 3, I think. Yeah, tier 3. Which is 300% speed. Yeah, the scrapping part, it's definitely fun with the scrapping. The first version of this game, I'm not sure if it's on the Xbox or not. But they definitely changed the mechanics between the first and the second one of this. So I'm glad they did, because the scrapping in that one wasn't as fun. You couldn't scrap the entire ship. What am I missing? Oh. one thing you'll notice, like with a ship like this, you see how there's like these ladder and stuff here. The ship actually was dropped off like this, so this chunk of ship that where I'm standing now wasn't even there. So you'll notice that it'll have connectors where a ship used to be. You still have to cut those even though the ship's not there. But if it's a part that you've already taken off, you don't have to go back and recut the same part. So like now, when I get to the next half, or quarter, or whatever you want to call it, like where I already cut this, these connectors are already gone. So we don't have to go back through and recut all those connectors from up there down to here. So that's you know. And obviously games like this have things like that happen. I don't know if you saw that. But alright. Usually with this too, I like to go from top to bottom too. But I wanted to get rid of that section just because it was standing out. Alright, now I'm gonna drive down here. And in my last stream, I was working on this section over here, as I need wood for one of my... Yeah. Once in a blue moon, I'll go and play Minecraft, but not very often. I play pretty much anything, though. This is why I need a longer rope. I can't reach some of that. Can this reach? Only to there. I suppose I could just climb the ladder. So these are what I was talking about with having connectors under them. You don't want to destroy things that are going to make these destroy, because it'll destroy your more valuable items. Oh, I hear beeping. Electricity off. There we go. And there's more electricity in there. Alright, can I see where it's at? I hear the beeping again. Okay, is it in here? Yeah. Okay, that's one of them. Was there another one? I do want to get in there and turn that off before I break anything. I don't want that to explode. Is there a wall that does not have a pipe? Probably the ceiling. Why is there no doorway to get into that section? Okay, that wall does not have pipe. I can go in through here. Alright, let's go through here. Okay, so that had cable on it. But there, we close the valve, now we don't have to worry about it. Alright. So, yeah, that's where the electricity was coming from then. Truck, okay. I might go take care of that. If let's game it out, I don't know. I've watched him on a few different things. Oh, we need the grinder. Hopefully this doesn't collapse. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of this. Hopefully. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna keep my grinder out, as I want to get rid of the shipping container I'm standing on. Come on. There we go. Sometimes the hitboxes can be weird. Why is it flashing red there? Weird. Not really die, no, but it can destroy some of the stuff. There is radiation in some of the warships. And if you get too close to the radiation, it'll respawn you back in your house. Other than that, I haven't really noticed if you can die or anything like that other than that type of thing. So I guess in reality, I don't know why that didn't do that. That was weird. Explosions just can cause you to lose a lot of your bigger items, and you just don't want that. The only time I really don't care about it that is once you have your contracts done. Yeah, no worries. Alright, so let's see. I already got that turned off. Alright, we have another box there. Let's just get this out of our hands. Is that got stuff above? Might. But we're gonna test the waters. Pick this up. Alright, let's see. Okay, you can get that one. What is this one being blocked by? Okay. Whoa. Fell off the ship. Man overboard. Alright, now let's go there. So it only said this corner ones. So I'm just gonna take this entire corner section down. And as you see, I don't waste my time cutting these. These are meant to be cut But if you break the flooring around him each time, it'll definitely just, most of the time it'll collapse. Alright, so let's see. Oh, that was that corner, I bet you. Should have did this corner. Oh, this is gonna take my stairs down though. Will it matter? Not really. Alright, so... Okay, can I get under here and get this corner? There we go. And I'm gonna jump off of that as I don't want to fall with it. Alright. I'm just gonna take both corners off. Just to make sure. I want to leave enough room for it to come up with the crane. And then the fences like this too, or railings or whatever you want to call them, you don't have to worry about. It's the bigger items that you always want to cut the connectors to. The game may or may not give you a warning too. Alright, now I should be able to. Yep. There we go. Get 3 more monitors and 2 electric boxes for that one. Fire extinguishers and fire buttons. Alright. The small contract is the one that's going to take the longest, it looks like. Maxed out, didn't realize. Alright, now I just want to go back up to the top. There's a lot of wood up there. Okay. Make sure the stuff I knocked down the other day wasn't wood. I don't believe so, but let's get to the edge. There we go. Alright, we're back to the top where we ended last stream. So let's just take down this entire, or not. There we go. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to having this all cleaned up. We do have a pipe to worry about. I'm sure I probably turned it off, but I should double check that. Yeah, there's another pipe peeking through there too. Alright, before we break this, let's go see where that pipe leads. Oh, it was one of those pipes. We're good. On that one anyways. There's a fire button. Fire alarm. I'm gonna have to get in here, I think. Is there... Let's just go through this wall. Oh no, but maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. We're gonna chance it. Okay, good. Ooh. We got a steam thing to worry about in here. Or it's already turned off. I don't know how I got in there to turn that off. Okay. If you say so, game. I'm not going to complain about not damaging things. Alright, so now we can finish what we were doing without worrying about breaking any of that. There you are. Do I have all the tops done? I must have. Oh. Okay. So now, we pretty much got all the walls off of this upper layer. So then we can focus on trying to make everything collapse underneath to the next floor. You can see where the floors are. Alright, we're gonna get rid of you. Okay, so now we can figure out if we can collapse any of this without having to hit some of it. And probably not, because most of this is like floors between. I always want to make sure I'm hitting them. Walls. There we go. Okay. Getting most of the walls taken care of, as well as the floors. There we go. Oh. Okay. Good. I thought I was gonna hit the edge. All right. So now, let's get these corner pieces and edge pieces done. Alright, let's just knock this down and see where we're at. Okay. So let's go ahead and just cut all this out. I did not miss that, okay. Okay. Should be getting close to having this whole thing done. Maybe. Did I get it all now? Alright, let's stand on the wall here. See what I missed. I think there's one missed over there. Yeah. That one. And another wall piece. There we go. Alright, let's take down this wall, so that way I can throw through it. Alright, we're going to start with this part. Yeah. Sometimes it is a little expensive. But it also depends on how much entertainment you get out of them, too. I mean, if it's something that you're really into or whatever, that, you know, you think you're gonna come back to, or get a lot of hours in. You know, I've got like, I don't know, probably like 200 hours into both versions of this game now. And I'm only probably halfway done with the DLC on this one. Sometimes it's worth the wait for some of them to be on sale. But it's all in a person's preference, you know? I waited a while to buy this with the DLC until it was on sale. And that was a couple weeks ago, so I don't know when their sale ended or whatnot. And I don't know why I broke that one up. I don't need that kind of material right now. I need this. I do have all the uppers done, yeah. Okay, we're getting closer with the amount of wood. Another fire button. Well, thanks for watching, and it was a pleasure talking with you. Hope to see you again. And have a nice day. Okay, so we're getting there. At least there's a lot of wood rooms up here. this up some more. We have more room to to throw our stuff to the truck. Perfect. Some more of this picked up. There we are. Almost got all the wood from up here. There's some more over here, I guess. Our wood. Getting close, so I don't know how many more rooms it's gonna take. Oh, there we go. We got the wood done. So now we just need 3 more monitors and 2 electric boxes and 13 more fire buttons and 10 more fire extinguishers. Of course, they don't want sinks in this version when there's a million of them. Okay, we got all the door out of there. Any upper areas here? Nope. Get to a spot where you can grab the most. Go. Getting a lot of that cleaned up. That's good. Oh, we almost got it all. See, there's a few pieces above yet. Awesome. Much better. There we go. So now, oh, that one was still connected. It's carrying too much. over some more. Sometimes when you got stuff above that's just laying there, it hit boxes them instead of what you're actually aiming at. There we are. Oh yeah, let's call in a crane. The stuff off around it as best as you can. Probably should worry about that a little bit. There we go. Got rid of the fencing so that way we don't have to worry about it anymore. Oh, okay, there was a top spot there that was still in the way. Awesome. Now, we can actually get rid of this because, as you guys see, there is no more need for that ladder to go to that floor, as we already took care of that floor, so good. Alright, now... Oh, that was part of the floor, okay. Oh, it didn't get pushed up. Okay, slow motion falling. Nice. Caught me off guard a little bit. Oh. Oh, there's a floor above it. I'm like, why didn't I grab that when I was over there? But that's why. Did push it down. There. I must have pushed that one down through it. There we go. Carrying too much again. Good thing that doesn't stop you throwing, otherwise I would have hit that. Okay. I see some tanks or something down there. So on our next floor, we're gonna have to worry a little bit about that. Unbreak it, thank you. There we go, there we go. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Why I emptied hands without knowing. Oh, I see. The pipe was blocking the view of it. Okay. So now we can just take care of the rest of that. Whoa. Joystick decided to turn. Yes, even though I'm on PC, I use a controller. It's so much easier for me to use. Alright, making sure nothing else needs to be hit above. It looks like it's all good that way. Let's just break it up this way. Alright, so we got rid of all that. Then we have a little bit of this wall section to go. And we can move to the next floor. For those of you who are new to the channel, if you would consider hitting that like and that subscribe button, that would be great. It definitely helps the channel grow to get more viewers just like you. Alright, so I think... yeah, we got all the wall ones on those. Alright, we got that. So we can take this section down now. Nice. Missed that, apparently. So we have another pipe here. Should I worry about that one too? Or what was this? What are you going to? Yeah, let's worry about you. It went through that wall? Okay. No, not there. Okay. Okay, I guess we took care of it, maybe. Got another fire hydrant. Nice TV. Alright, we can toss this over again. I know you can reach that, come on. I don't want to walk off the edge. And you. There we go. So I'm not worried about what's above me anymore, as we already know we cleaned out that floor. There. Took care of all that. That light must be from the floor below us, I don't know. Sometimes the light likes to do things in these type of games. There we go. Now we have a little bit more open spot to be able to throw our stuff to the truck. And I didn't even aim it up. Now that one's gonna hit the ground. That one even go, or did it bounce into the truck? No, it's back there, I think. I don't know. Did it actually hit the truck? I'm going down. I'm gonna check. That one I know did. We got pieces all over here. Okay, I do not see it. Do you guys see any green flashing anywhere? I take it, it went into the truck. I don't know. Okay, so is there way up? Oh yeah, there's the one over here. Is there another set of stairs here somewhere? Oh, we have access to this. I better check, make sure there's nothing up there before I break any more. That would not be a good thing. I mean, it looks okay, but I'd still feel more comfortable breaking it from up here. There we are. Oh, we didn't do the top. Come on, pick it up, please. Thank you. Looks like I grabbed some of the crate stuff in there. Not crate, whatever this was. Okay, I think we got it all. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, it must have been a shelf. Carrying too much. There's another button there. At least if I get rid of this, I don't have to try crouch jumping. I can just jump over. There we go. Because I want this and this. There we are. Plastic. Yeah. I'll pull that through the floor apparently, that's fine. Okay. Get that off of there. I'm up here so I can try to... There we go. Alright. Now, get rid of all that. We can work our way down to that stuff down there. So we gotta get rid of this side first. And right. Get rid of it all, huh? Why did that one not break? Oh, there's a piece in it yet. There and there. Pick that up, thank you. Okay, so this is hard to see. Alright, let's just make that easier. There we go. Okay, so... Where's the... Okay, that's where the hit spots are. Okay. There, there, and there. There it goes. There we are. That's what I was trying to look for. These grates are kind of hard to see, like the hit spots for the next spot. So if you see me swinging at some of them that I've already hit, now you know why. I'm just not sure if I hit them or not. There we go. So why you not break? Oh, that's why. Alright, now we should cut this side off, as there's still another pick-upable thing below this from the crane. So if we're gonna take one, we gotta take them both. Obviously you can't take them both at the same time, but might as well just make it easier on yourself. Okay, so I think now we can get through. Yeah. So we're gonna call it in for that.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Alright, grinder. You can come grab it, please, bro? Thank you. Alright, so we took care of that. I was able to get through that. Alright,
मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा.
so now... Now we can get rid of that. There we go. Alright, take care of you. Hit it. Thank you. The stuff above doesn't really matter anymore. So we're just gonna try to break this up as quickly as we can now. Alright, got that. And I think we'll make this the cutoff point. There and there, and the whole thing should... There we go. Took care of that whole section. And we got that. Alright, now get that chunk off of there. Okay, so let's worry about trying to get some of these other parts of the contract done. Alright, now where am I gonna get that from? Squirrel. Moment. Apparently. Alright, let's throw that back to the truck. Let's get what we're coming in here for. I see a monitor, I think, yeah. There, we'll just go in this way. There's one. There's two. I think I just picked up an electric box as well. I'm not sure. Alright, we kind of picked up the mass majority of that stuff. Did I shut that one off? Yeah, I did. I had to have, yeah. Okay. Let's check to see if that was an electric box. Yes, it was. Okay. So let's go up to the top again. Alright. There's a clock and a dartboard. I don't really need that stuff at the moment, but I'm just trying to pick up the actual items. Oh good, there's stuff in there. Let's grab a fire button and stuff. There's the last monitor. That'll help. So there's a fire hydrant. Not wasting my dynamite. Or I'm carrying too much. There. As intended. Alright, now... What's poking through the wall? Oh, that might be just... nothing, huh? Alright. I think there was one fire hydrant there. Or extinguisher, whatever. That's what I meant to say. So I had 3 of them. Alright, I need 10 more fire buttons. Okay. There we go. So we got a lot of this cleaned out now. Let's go down a floor, maybe. Let's just drop down. Pick up as much of this as we can, just to make sure we're on pace. Wait, what was that? Oh, just the door frame. There's a button, as the game is calling it. Alright, so... I think... we're pretty much cleaned out in this area. Couple sinks. Alright. There's all the fire hydrants, or extinguishers. I can see what they are. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright. So that probably will do it for the extinguishers. Once we throw that into the truck. Now we got another. I think that might count as a button, I'm not sure. That was possible. I'm not sure though. All I need is the buttons now. We can turn in the contracts. Okay, what's in here? Can I get in there from this side at all? No. I'm probably gonna have to blow the door. But why would I blow the door when I can just do that? Okay, carrying too much. Can't even pick up a piece of paper, so I definitely am full. Alright. So we're cleaned up there. We're just gonna rip the door off the hinges. The game wants you to use dynamite here, but obviously we don't need to. There are more than one way. As the old timing saying is, there's more than one way to skin a rabbit. I don't know. Is that the saying? And another button. Any in here? No. Love how the game decided I needed to have the... I just fell all the way down. The box out, I was gonna say. I'm just making sure there's no buttons on the walls. There's electric going here. I heard beeping, which means... there we go. And is there a way to turn you off? Can I get in here? How to get in here? Potential spam. Gotta love spam. I'm gonna say I can get in through this. Maybe. Well, no. I'm not. You know what? I could just do this. This is the easiest way. There we go. Cut that off. Alright. Now... potential button. Yeah, I think that was, because I know I picked up one of these for sure. We need 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Potentially 1 more. Let's see for sure. Yes, that was a button. Okay. We only need 1 more. Where am I gonna get the last one? Just go up a floor, I guess. Anything out there? No. There's stuff over here. Nothing. Anything. Anything. Let's try up another level. Pretty sure we pretty much cleaned this out, but you never know. We only need 1 more. Is there any in this section? Yes, there is. There's one right here. So we got her. Alright. Now. Now we can go claim our contracts. And the rest of this ship is just pure profit for our wallets. Okay. And there we go. So we got all the contracts done. The only thing we didn't do yet is we didn't find the collectible on that ship. Alright, so let's go see if we can work out a little bit of that. Let's see, what time is it? It is 2 o'clock. Do a little bit more. I'm up here. Of course, there's another one sitting here. But that's okay, because we can use it as scrap. There we go. So let's go back to the top where we were and work our way back down again. There we go. Need that. Thank you. I'll take that as well. And you can get out of my way as you. I'm aiming just right so I can hit the sides as well. Did I miss one? No. Alright. Let's just scan through these quick. Okay, good. So we know that whole section's done. Okay. Now get these center pieces, edges. Okay. So we are pretty much almost there. I think that should be the majority of it. If I missed one, we'll be able to tell. Okay, I did not miss one. Missed an upper, but that was because it was a little lower than normal. Make this wider. There we are. Come on. The hitbox is janky sometimes when you're trying to hit through that. Sometimes I'll try to hit around it, but... Why are you not going down the line? There we go, okay. Just had to complain about it not working. There we go. There we go. Now, we should have that wall to be able to be done. Awesome. Oh, we found the pizza. Alrighty then. There we go. Okay, so we have the collectible for this ship now as well. So now, if I really wanted to, I could junk the ship and move on. But, nah. There we go. Get this stuff picked up. Carrying too much. Awesome. open that up more. Get some more space in here. Okay, we got them all. There we go. Pick that up as well, might as well. Alright. And we'll just make sure we have a clean slate when we go to tear this stuff down here. There we go. Let's go ahead and just knock that down. I'm gonna let it all fall. I want that though. That's what I thought. It blocked it. Alright. You're gonna let me pick it up? Thank you, game. Alright, so we pretty much got this section done. Now, that whole area is done. Now we can move on to, I guess we'll just finish this. And one there. Let's hit it in the middle. Don't know why some of the door frames are more weight than others, but okay. Yeah, there it is. I was just gonna say, I must be missing one of the spots. Alright, now. Looped all the way around, that's nice. I suppose I could have done that too, just been done with it. Okay, so I'm going to knock this down, as it's just gonna be in the way. That way we can just go about our day and move this way. Open up this room a bit. Feel like I'm playing a house flipper now. Opening rooms up. Let me know if that's something you want to see on the channel. House flipper 2 or whatnot. Or if you have any suggestions, let me know. so we got that all cleaned up. Okay. It saved as it was throwing. Imagine coming back into that game. Alright, so we are pretty close to finishing this walls section, I guess. There's still plenty of floor to take care of here, though. Unless the floor breaks up with it, that's fine too. I'll be okay with that. Obviously, I didn't want to break that up. I still might need to walk here. Alright. Now, we have you, and you. Did I miss a spot here, or is it just not want to break there? Alright, now let's do the middle one and break that, and it's gone. Too much again. Some of that. There we go. Okay. Oh, carrying too much. And let's finish this top layer of the flooring. So that breaks up the fencing, which is good. Break this up. Okay, now I think that should cover the rest of what's the top layer of the flooring. Yes, it did. Let's just toss that so that way we can start new. Okay. Think got all that taken care of. Now we got some here. We still got some walls. All three, okay. Sometimes on those corner pieces, they don't like to hit both sides of the wall, depending on which way you're looking to. There we go. Okay. Is there a wall piece? Yep, there was. Okay, now I can finish this up. Oh, I thought something was there to pick up, but apparently it's just the connectors. Okay. I'm sure I missed something. Yep, right there. This is an awful big floor, so I knew I'd missed stuff yet. Okay, so we have the majority of it done, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's go to somewhere safe, and then we're gonna knock it down. Alright, here comes the fun. I think we got it all. Yeah, we did. I think we got her all. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright. Couldn't do any tricks with this part because it was all a lot of hallways and stuff like that. Alright, let's just pull the hands out for this part. Oh. Oh, you were supposed to hit it. There we go. Okay, so we picked up most of that. Let's go through and just clean up the hallways here. And we're full again. At least it picks up fast with this pair of gloves or whatever the upgrade is supposed to be. Okay. Saving again. Okay. So now we've got a few rooms left, I think. There we go. Everything through here, yeah. Oh, I'm full again. Come on, back up, thank you. Trying to get through here. There. I've seen something above yet. You. Okay. Completely clean that room out in a matter of a couple seconds. And you're done. Oh, we're full again. There we go. I want to make sure I didn't hit the wall. Picked up the toilet even. Sorry if you needed to use the restroom, I apologize, but I already that's a little gone now. Awesome. Okay. We got a couple rooms to go here, it looks like. And this room, which can be entered from multiple ways. Alright, I think that should be, other than this floating piece. And I think there was one in this room too. A couple of them. Oh, we didn't do this side. There. Do I have all the floaters now? No. Caring too much. Oops. I'll go down and get that in a minute. Got a couple floaters still. Double check the roof. There's that. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna call that good enough for that section. Let's go down and get that. Alright, now we can go back up. Picked up a lot there. Must have been from up there. So we'll get that foot in there then. Ah, yes, so there we go. Pretty much got that done. Is there something on this wall too? No. Okay. This upper floor needs to be gone. We're gonna do this next, because we're pretty close to what that height is too, so it really doesn't matter where you go from here, as long as you're not breaking things from underneath. That give you a lot more material. Oh, I didn't realize I had a corner still to hit. Okay, so that's one section there, so let's take that down. There we go. And this is the other section. Just making sure I got the walls. To the windows, to the wall. Oh. I will not be finishing that. Oh, you. Whoa! Okay. Wasn't expecting to fall through 2 floors there. No, it was green. Do that to me. Come here, you. You go in there. Thank you. Alright, we're just gonna rope up there. Because this is the other section that was part of that. There we go. Apparently I had broken off part of the underneath of the one, because it caved in the whole thing. There we go. So now you are the last culprit. Okay, we had a little lag there. Too much was going on at once, I think. Alright, now we can destroy all these walls. Probably actually deal with this whole section. I know there's stuff underneath here we're gonna have to pull out with the crane anyways. Let's go ahead and just knock you down. There we are. Come on. Thank you for grabbing. Let's aim it properly this time. And no uppers to worry about, so we'll just tear it down. Okay, so we're full again. That's the second time it's tried to save while I'm throwing. Alright, that's kind of what I wanted to see, where we were with this part. Okay. There's a wall there to worry about. Let's move you. Oh, there's an upper still. Okay. So we've got that all taken care of that way. This cleaned up a bit so that way it's easier to deal with. Alright, now we've got that to take care of first. Alright. Take care of the rest of this section. Oh, okay. And we have a wall in between there yet. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, well, there's one there. And one there. Alright, we grabbed all of those. Is there one? Okay, that just needs to be pushed down. Apparently we're full. I wanted to get rid of that as it'll be a little easier to take some of this others out. Alright, and then we're going to knock you down. Somehow. Oh, that was that one, okay. So now we should be connecting to where we ended up over there. Thought it was pushed down, my bad. Carrying too much. Alright, so we've got that to worry about. A little bit anyways. Come on. Thank you for breaking. Have a nice day. Alright. I'm going to just take this down. And see how close we were with that. There's some upper I need to hit. Betcha we should have done it from over there. Okay, is there, yeah, there's an upper here too. Okay. Gotta kind of jump to get those if you don't knock down the bottom ones first. Because the reach is just weird. So now, we're pretty much taken care of with that. Oh, we can reach those ones. Some of them just don't want to hit, though. I don't know. So we've got that whole upper outer wall on this side done, I think. Except we're breaking that part. Now that whole upper side of this side is done. We could really actually do this part now too. Just so this side is done. Come on, thank you for hitting. And it might make it easier when we're doing that floor, as then these walls are no longer there. Things are still fall. What in the world's going on? What is breaking? I don't know what all that was. I wonder if it was these. It must have been these breaking, even though I know I turned that off. Yeah, that had to be those. Right, it broke the seals is what it did, which is fine by me. It's less work to do then, you know? See if we can get this thing out of here. Alright, so we got this half out. Now we can go ahead and try to grab this stuff. And that should free this up enough to be able to be taken by the crane. Yep. Let's grab that so it doesn't get thrown around by the crane. Oh, I see the cord's probably broke too. Okay. I know we got all the stuff from that floor done. Other than like the walls. But a lot of those will come with this. There's so many different panelings that were stacked on each other. That's why I didn't know which one to show. There's, see, like the white and the gray one is trying to push through each other. You can break. Thank you. And you. And you're the next contestant on the Price is Falling. I don't know. Don't ask. There we are. There's one down there that needs. We'll hit that and that. We'll take care of two. Okay, we definitely need to be careful over there. We don't want to hit the flooring underneath the ones that we want to lift with the crane. One more corner, thank you. All right. Oh, missed that corner. Did I miss anything else? No. Full again. Okay. Now. Oh, I missed that one. Now we should be able to take down a lot of that with it. Just like what we've been doing, but... Yep. That whole section came with it. That's good. Okay. Awesome. Okay. broke that all up. Let's get this off of here. Be careful where we're hitting the ground ones. Got one more corner one here. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do with these here. Watching those floors fall is actually kind of satisfying. Here we go. Okay, I really want to be careful with those. Just, that's fine if we get the one side of it, but we don't want to grab those. Okay. Now, I think we should be okay to try to break this all up. There's one there, but the hitbox is being weird. Can I get it from here? Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, we can get through here. That's what I wanted to do. Carrying too much, that's okay. We have a way to take care of that. There. Okay, so now, oh, we got a couple spots to do yet. I see. I need to move that so I can get these two. Okay. Now, it should be, keyword is should, be okay to get these out. So let's get the grinder out. Pick that off the way. Come on. And there we go.
जहाज है?
Alright, we got all three. That's good. So, as long as we don't mess with it until the crane picks up, it'll be fine. Alright, so it picked up the first one. Coming back for the second one, no? Good, it dropped that. Is there anything? Oh yeah, we gotta grab that. And those. Alright, so most of that stuff is picked up. Whoa! Whoa! How about let's fall through the floor to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Great game, by the way. Would you please stop falling through that floor? That did not work. Alright, this must be the hole I keep falling through. Okay, let's not do that anymore. Let's watch where we're walking. Okay. Alright, so we were able to get that. Most of that. Oh, there's that. And that just shot through the floor. There we go. Alright, so we got a lot of that off of there. I don't know how much more is... Oh, then we're over to there. Okay. So this should be the last section for this area. Alright, we're gonna have to take down this first. Let's get this picked up. Out of the way, please. Thank you. And then we should have more of that out of the way. Awesome. Okay, so there we go. That's what I was intending to do earlier, I think. Because that's the hole I kept falling through. Thank you for letting me hit that. I'm glad those types of physics aren't real because... Or not the physics itself, but the collapsing on top of you thing. Because that would hurt, you know? Obviously, things can fall on you. That's not what I meant, but the real thing, so I'll just stop talking before I get myself into a deeper hole. Alright, now... Okay, so let's just get rid of this section here, and then we'll go underneath and try to take it out that way again. Alright, we broke that all up now. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna go underneath, wasn't I? Let's do it this way then. Sure we're fresh here. Alright, so hopefully this takes down all that above. Which it pretty much did. That's great. Full again. Alright. We are almost done with that. 2 floors. Yeah, I said 2 floors. Which just did 2 floors. Okay. Great. Okay. So as long as we take these out, possibly just take that out. Yep, that's what I thought. What is left over here yet? Not a lot. Okay. There we go. Got rid of the flashing ones anyways. Okay, so almost got done with these 2 floors. Oh, I missed a middle. That's okay. And there. Grab that. And you. And you. And you. Okay. So I think as long as I tear this down too, that should. Well, maybe not. Tear these down. There we go. Last things attached to that. Okay, so doesn't have anything. Nice. So that whole thing just fell. At least we were able to do that. Okay, so we have just this wall left, I think? Yeah. For this section anyways. I can't reach it. It's not wanting me to hit that. There. For some reason it just, the hitbox with this thing, it just wasn't letting me. Alright, time to take you down. You're going downtown, son. Pick that up, thank you. Okay, so we are done, I think, with this section. Other than a couple of tiny pieces here or there. Obviously we can go lower, but I meant like this floor. Okay. And then on this side, we still have you to do. Uh-oh, let's do that first, huh? Let's do the bottom first. Let's see if that'll help. If I take care of you, will you take the top off? Yes, you will. Okay. Alright, we took care of those ones. Oh, it's over there. Okay, so let's actually, before I ruin this, let's go up here. Let's drop down one floor. Let's do these. Okay, so now we can actually get this off of here and not worry about it getting broken.
हेलो, क्या हाल है?
Because once I break the stuff that's below it, it'll go crashing down. So is there anything on this tier level area here that we need to worry about? Nothing there. Okay. There we are. And truck's there, so we can still reach it from where we're at, but barely, I think. Alright, let's just drop down, because we'll take care of this. There, and there. Should take care of a lot of that. Well, I really shouldn't say a lot, but you know. You and you. You and you. And you. Let's actually do the middle in there too. Crouch jump. Apparently we're playing some Mario. Okay, good. think that should do it for this. We left a couple planks here. You saved as I threw, and you made me miss, so thanks for that. Okay. This thing's not really attached to anything, so... Okay. Please break off. Thank you for listening. Okay, let's get down here and grab this. Oh! All right. Stretch for a second here. Huh. Well, my friends, let's see, what time is it? I think I am about done for the day. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this awesome game. If you guys want to see more of this, please let me know. Also, if you're watching after the stream, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Or even if you're still with me, hit that like and subscribe button. I am actually grateful for everybody who has been in here. It's been a pleasure having conversations with you guys and destroying ships. So, yeah. I should be back at this game, or maybe even another one soon. Probably, depending on how I'm feeling, maybe tomorrow again. Yeah. So, I hope to see you guys then. And again, thank you for watching. And you guys have yourself a very good day.